Okay. I might be a little bit clickbaity with the thumbnail. Just because you farm mana tombs doesn't mean the bikini goats will like you.
Got it!
The gold per hour is kind of dependent on a few things. Luck, the auction house, and whether or not you have mining and disenchanting. I managed to go from anywhere between 200 to 600 golds an hour. I had a 1 hour run that gave me 3 living rubies and a blue that sold for 120 gold. But I also had a run where the only blue gem I got was a Taliside. You can definitely do this farm without mining, but the gold per hour would be lower. I dropped mining after I found enough for epic flying, jewel crafting and blacksmithing max, which is roughly 12k gold I spent there. You can also do it without disenchanting, but with the current pricing on my realm, it is not worth selling the greens unless it's a two-handed weapon. The good thing about disenchanting is that you can have an alt or even a guildmate help you out here, right? Your bags do get cluttered real fast because of pickpocketing, but you're doing pickpocketing for 2 reasons. One, to spread out your time as you can only do 5 dungeons per hour, and the other reason being that each enemy has a small chance at dropping a random blue gem. The same goes for the strong boxes that you find on them. They also have a chance at a random blue gem and a random green, though it's fairly rare. Each chest drops about 5 gold, a green or a blue. The blues can sell sometimes between 10 to 100 gold depending on which you get, though in my experience most of them sell fairly low. It also drops either mana health potions or some scrolls. The scrolls are really nice because as a rogue you need agility and strength if you're raiding. If you don't raid, you can actually sell them on the auction house. And the most important thing is that they have a chance at dropping gems, which is fucking juicy. But the real reason Mana Tombs is so good is because it's yours and yours alone. On any high populated server, farming is impossible right now. Even when you try to be a sweaty fucking nerd and waking up at 4 AM on a Monday, there's still like 5,000 fucking druids flying around mining and herbing everything. And you know how it is, like you go and you fight the mob and suddenly the fucking druid just comes down and steals your fucking herb. Fuck that guy. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly go over how I tackle the different elite packs in the dungeon. It's fairly simple once you actually get the gist of it. So for the first room, you're gonna be fighting a sorcerer and 2 melee guys. It can either be a crypt raider and a scavenger, or 2 crypt raiders or 2 scavengers. Sap the sorcerer and then go for the crypt raider. The crypt raider enrages at 25%, which makes them kind of clap, so you just wanna get them down as quick as possible. The scavengers can put a physical debuff on you, but you can tank through it. So this pack here is kind of special as it's the only non-elite, though they're still annoying to deal with as they explode for 1500 damage when they die. You have to pop all your cooldowns and time getting them low on health and then kill them at the same time while you use your Cloak of Shadows. For the other packs in this room, sap the priest, and if it's the right-sided pack, focus on the other priest. They have a heal, which is easy to interrupt, but they also have a shield. The left side pack, I focus the melee guy. In the third room, it's gonna be priest, sorcerers, and darkcasters. Always sap the priest, again, because you'd wanna avoid him putting a shield on anybody, and then you go for the darkcaster. The reason why you go for the darkcaster is that they cast a Shadow Word Pain that deals 1600 damage a tick for, I think it's 17 seconds. You need to Cloak of Shadow that, and you need to kill him quick enough for him to not cast it again. A thing to note as well is that all casters in the dungeon, after a certain amount of time fighting them, summons small non-elite adds. You can deal with them, but it's fairly annoying, so you kind of want to kill them quick enough. With my current gear, I had no problem doing it. I'm using random blues from dungeons, and my spec is just my regular rogue PvE rating spec. The other pack in the third room is always going to be a priest and 2 darkcasters. you really just want to get the diecasters quickly over to the corner so you don't pull the patrol, and then you just want to clap them down. You kind of just want to hope that you don't get two Shadow Word Pains on you. You just want to kill them as quick as possible. You cloak the one, you just hope the other one doesn't cast in time, or they kind of time it and cast it at the same time. Because if you get it on you, your only hope of surviving is just immediately vanish and into eating, which, depending on how much health you're already at, is still gonna kill you. In the final rooms, it's gonna be a mixture of Spellbinders and Nexus Stalkers. Again, you sap one of the casters and then you go for the physical damage. I always go for the physical guys first because they deal way more auto hit damage, and you just wanna get that over with. Be sure to note that these guys, when they're casting Immolation, don't pre-cloak it. I did the mistake several times, and sometimes it goes through your cloak and then you're fucked. Always just get the Immolation on you and then you cloak it off, because the removing of the buff is 100% chance, where the other one has a 10% chance of failure. The fighting in here is fairly easy. The only thing is that you kind of need all your cooldowns, so sometimes you're gonna have some downtime. In that downtime, you can go do lockpicking, or you can spend that time really smart by going and following me on Twitch, of course. I'm a god tier rogue amazing streamer, best DPS ever born on the face of earth, highest gold per hour farmer. Itachi, I'll give you 50 gold if you jump.
Okay. He's the police.
It ain't no trick to get rich quick if it ain't dick.
So I'm quickly just going to talk about the mining and herbing here. Personally, I started out with both mining and herbing, but I quickly just dropped herbing because I felt like it was not really reliable. Most of the herbs are on packs that you don't want to kill anyway. It's only Ancient Lichen. Ancient Lichen sells fairly poorly on my server, so I never really felt like it was a huge gold increase. Of course, if you're actually just using an old character for just gold farming, then it would be the best you could have is mining and herbing, but otherwise I would not recommend it. In terms of mining, it's also super simple. Most of the mines are easy accessible. There are two in the second to last room that you can't get, unless it's actually on the left side where there is a chest. I don't feel like it's worth killing the pack for the mine. In the final room, there is one place where the mine can be that you can get to without fighting a 4-pack. It's all sorcerers, so you could potentially kill the entire pack. It's if you have decent enough gear. You can also just sap one in behind, kill the two in the front, and then you should be free to mine. I would only do that if the ore spawning there would be corium. Now, by the end of the dungeon run, you can do two things. If you're a chat like me and you have two accounts, you just invite your bank, who is just doing some good old banking while you have downtime, and you can just log out and reset.
Oh, wait a second.
It will be a little bit faster, and you will just end up having more downtime basically. You can also just run out. The dungeon is set up really nicely, so you can just run out right here and reset. Be sure to kill all the cockroaches and the spiders because they're fucking disgusting, just like the horde.
Calm it down. Let's calm it down.
Oh boy.
Anyway, thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. If you liked it, please consider liking and subscribing. Follow me on Twitch, all that stuff. There's not much else left to say other than good luck farming in mana tombs. I hope you're gonna get a lot of money unless you're hoard. If you hoard, you're not allowed to use my amazing strategies. Of course, you should just, you know, delete your characters and reroll the lines.